be swearing like a sailor. I can't lie.
No cap, no cap.
All right, y'all ready?
So ready.
All right. This is Kobe with the Phoenix About Podcast, and at the moment I have with me Lord Raw and Gorgeous Hefe. How you guys doing today?
Yo, I'm feeling good, man.
Everything is copacetic. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm very excited to have both of you on. So I've been listening to you for a while now, probably like 2.5 months maybe. Originally it was is his name pronounced Miker? I still haven't met him in person.
Yeah.
Miker, yeah.
Solid as hell.
Yeah, so one evening, he was just sending me a bunch of local stuff to check out, and you guys were on that list, and it was is the name of the song Boys in Belgium?
Oh, Real Boys in Belgium.
Yeah. So that was the one, and I really liked I like the song, I like the visual, I like that it was black and white, I liked that it was at night.
Sales and niggas throwing stones, man, it's something like hell. I'ma tell you once, boy, you don't wanna go there.
We don't play fair, sending shots solar flare. You can get hit from over here, you can get hit from over there. Shit hitting harder than a snare, preacher man say, ooh, yeah.
I remember actually talking with you about it, and I was like, the visual is great because this is a song I could imagine driving around at night listening to, and you all had it, at night. Just like a quick, what was that? How did you guys put that together? What was that process look like?
As far as like the video or like the whole song in general?
Yeah, like I guess both too. So like when it comes to, I've never asked anyone this question. When it comes to creating a visual for a song, how do you decide that you want to do it at night, for example, versus in the daytime? Like, is there any sort of
intentionality with that?
Yeah, we're very creative, so it's like we're always gonna have like some hand in like what you'll see as like the final product.
Okay.
But like we're also like independent artists, so there will be some limitations. Like sometimes people don't get off until like 6, and then we can only shoot at night type of thing. But for Braille Boys in particular, I just felt like everything about that song was like screaming like that area and like that time of night. So like when we were putting it together with the boys and like getting the visuals down, like we already knew like we were gonna be downtown. We already knew like what shots we needed specifically for that, and, like things of that nature. So it came together like real clean.
Yeah.
Like real
We
clean.
be chilling. That's like
Literally.
Even in like the creation of that shit, like that was your birthday, right?
Yeah.
Like bro's birthday hit. Like
Crossfaded on my birthday.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. We was crossfaded on this nigga birthday and shit. We made the song like after he left the club and shit. You know what I'm saying? We went to the club to see Recco and shit, and we made the song like, cause he had made the beat already. I like took the bus from work to his spot, and I was like, "Word, let me hop on this." And we made the record, and then like immediately, like as soon as the song like dropped, it was already like people was fucking with it and doing numbers. So we were like, shit, we need to shoot a video. We tapped in with Small World Productions.
Shouts out Small
Big
World.
shout out to Small World Productions.
Shouts out Small World.
And even like the meetings that we had for it, we was cooling. Like we literally went to like a coffee shop. We talked about like inspirations and shit like that, and it just was really smooth, like a really smooth like creative process. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we never forced it, not at all.
Yeah. So you and I, for those that don't know, like I watched you all record some music, and you told me a little bit about the backstory that evening about how y'all met. But for those that have not seen that video, can you talk a little bit about how you two first connected?
Shit. Me and bro knew each other since we were like kids, so we both had like our own respective like rap groups and like just things going on like while we were like younger.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I knew about Hefe basically, cause bro used to go by Malik McFly, right? So we would put on these shows. The group I was with, my label Live Great back then, we put on these shows downtown out the back of a U-Haul, and we would have like some of Malik's homies come through, like Catman's Q. Damn, I'm blanking hard as fuck. Please help.
Catman's and Splash Fuego.
Splash
Shout out to
Fuego.
both them boys.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? To my niggas.
Boys. If I blank on anybody, don't take it personal, bro. I smoke too much reefer, bro.
Damn reefer.
That damn reefer got me. But like both of them, they're great guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they be playing these songs, and like I would hear his producer tag all the time, and like I always liked his beats and his production. Like just never met him before and shit. Like I think we followed each other for a long time too.
Years.
And then it was like what, like 3 years ago now?
Like 4.
4 years ago now. Like we were part of a book club.
Okay.
It was the weirdest shit ever.
we were trying to do like adult like hobby shit. So
Oh,
niggas
God.
just trying to be healthy, go to book clubs and shit
What,
like that.
what was the book? What was the?
There was no book, bro.
We ain't read shit, nigga.
We didn't get a chance to read a we didn't get a chance to read a goddamn thing.
Nigga.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so like, but basically, yeah, we I guess you could say reconnected, but there was no like connection early. But like, yeah, so we finally like secured a friendship over just like being adult men now, and it's like, oh yeah, no, I got respect for your art. You know, like we should work together. And then, yeah, it's my boy. Yeah, it's
Okay,
like,
okay,
yeah,
that's my nigga right here. You know what I'm saying?
like,
Like, just mutual respect and shit, especially like, cause our generation, like, we was already like very creative, and then niggas had access to the internet, so like that shit just had niggas booming at super young ass ages and shit like that. Even when the creativity was there, but like the ideas were half formed and shit like that.
Facts.
And it just so happened like niggas linked up through that situation, you know what I'm saying? And just in the nature of hanging out, it's like, word, you trying to hear some shit I'm working on? Word, you trying to hear some shit I'm working on? And then like,
that was like damn near the book club. Was like we would just talk shit for an hour inside of a building, step out to the parking lot, and then like play music in the parking lot till like 2 a.m.
yeah, dead ass till like dumb late. Like, nah, like, and even like the name like Halal Boys was just like.
I was gonna ask you about that. So it's a good segue. So what was behind the name Halal Boys?
I'd be cracking jokes, bro. That's even
Literally
like the
just
album
an inside
name.
joke.
Yeah, it's just an inside joke, like on some shit, like, cause I think, bro, initially, like, when like we had reconnected, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was reading the Quran, like starting the Quran, and I had already. My parents are both devout Muslims, so like, it was like just a thing to bond on.
And people would say crazy shit to us, like when they found that tidbit out. Like they told bro to somebody we knew told this man to spit some Muslim bars.
Some crazy shit.
And it's like we would just have conversations about little moments like that, and that was like damn, like all these people that are claiming like this like moral uprightness, like to an aggressive degree, you know what I'm saying? Like Crystal or their personality type people. Like we know a couple of them, and bro got big demons. You know what I'm saying? He fighting heavyweight demons, and it's like we really are just family men. We just be cooking and making beats and getting fresh. Like, bro, I don't do nothing crazy. I don't be at the club. I don't do nothing insane. Like,
bro, I'm a man of God and a whore at the same time. That's really what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all have different relationships with our faith and shit like that. And it's like, the picture that you have of Muslims, like, that most Americans have of Muslims is like Al-Qaeda or like Malala Yousafzai or ISIS. A girl who got shot in the face for going to school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, how about we like, and this was unintentional, but you know, it just came about. Like, how about we like put forth a more progressive image of what having faith looks like without getting on some like morally superior shit about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we enjoy getting lit. You know what I'm saying? We have premarital sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like,
get out of here now.
Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
I don't give a fuck, Mom. You already knew who I was. Shout out to my mom, Joe. We on the radio. You feel me?
Yeah. Is there? I mean, I guess it too. It would depend on like what stage you are at in your career. But like, has anyone ever put on any pressure? So like, let me get some context. I interviewed a Native American rapper. She's really good. Shout out Ash the Hunter. But she's like, yeah, my the Native community, they see me as a representation, and so like it's a lot of pressure. Like they'll say, don't rap about this or don't rap about that. When it comes to your your Muslim faith, whether it's from your family or just another Muslim, does that put any pressure on you on how you show up? Like, do you feel like people perceive you as a representation of the faith?
I'm so. I feel like this would be a question more for Hefe, mainly just because like I haven't been like practicing the faith too long.
Okay.
And I would say like my only interactions with people that have something to say is like some goofy like internet shit. Like I remember when we first unveiled the cover for Goofy Conversations, some dude hopped in the comments. He was like, this is haram. And just wouldn't he just wouldn't explain himself. He's like it's really the haram boys. Like this is real Muslims. Like and I was like, but that's the only time like I've ever been like I've had like my the gangster of my faith tested. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Okay.
It's the perfect word for it. I can say I hope that didn't make too much noise when I did that. Where not for my family. Like my mainly main concern is that I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not fucking wilding out in the streets or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as I don't come to my mom's house smelling like that gas, everything's straight. Like my mom is actually very happy that I rap for real. So there's that. I say like people have like perceptions that like of like going into like having interactions with me just in general. Like I had a bar on the tape, like, Shorty thinks she do the devil work, but I'm on respectful terms with my demons. It's the fucking truth. Like, some folks feel like they're turning me into this person, and it's like, listen, you didn't know me at 15. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I've had people ask me stupid-ass questions, or just people who don't know me in general thinking they know something, and it's like, that's just a life thing in general. Like, that I'm Muslim is just a technicality of all that, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of amplifies the bullshit people already be on, and that's within themselves. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, for real.
I like what you said. Though. And I'm gonna paraphrase it, but it was something like, "I'm a man of God and a whore," or maybe that was verbatim. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
that was verbatim.
Yes,
my boy be saying shit like that.
But I mean, I've had like a different version of this conversation with a couple of people in the sense like we're all like human beings are everything, right? We have good and bad or dark and light, whatever you want to call it, and music is such a great way to express all the different layers.
Definitely.
And I myself, I'm a very peaceful, quiet, soft-spoken person, but I'll be listening to some really aggressive hip hop in my hybrid Sonata, Hyundai Sonata, and
name drop.
Sonata boys,
yeah. But to me, it's almost like, and it's not that like I'm listening to some violent rap and I'm like, I want to commit violence, but
exactly.
It allows me to sort of in a weird way connect with like whatever aggression I have inside me, you know what I mean? And so, anyways, what you said definitely resonates with me.
Definitely, it's just real. You want to answer that?
Yeah, no, I just second that emotion very heavily. Like that's a big conversation we have just around our own art, and like, cause we get judged for a lot of things outside. I would say just like having a faith, like it's really just like the whole thing, like the whole archetype, like bro said, like we call ourselves the Halal boys, but I definitely got like bars where I'm talking about like my experiences with women, and like they're from a very genuine place. Like I always view it as like my experience, so it's always weird to like have to fight a judgment for something that like I know is like to some degree like wrong in like the wrong context. So it's like you might not want to hear me talk about like fellatio, dog, but it's like tis my life, like, like this shit really happened to me. So it's like, do you want to hear me or not? And I feel the same way about people that have like a weird thing with like I just can't stand the violence, and it's like, well, it's happening. I don't see you petitioning to like get guns removed. You know what I'm saying? I don't see you petitioning. So it's like it's kind of like picking on like the weakest link in that whole chain of like political thought, which is like the artist. Like I can only reflect the community. So it's like, and I'm actually involved. We're actually involved in Phoenix. Like we actually work with the community in the city a lot. Yeah. I'm not gonna like sit here and act like, you know what I'm saying, I'm running for mayor or nothing, but I try to do my part. So it's like it can be disheartening like for people to kind of get the wrong idea about that thing when it's really just me channeling a certain energy. Like Like when I'm talking crazy on these songs, like it doesn't mean I just want to kill people all the time. It's just,
Yeah.
bro, have me fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Got me twisted.
Nah, we be giving a fuck. Like I see y'all got like Phoenix flexing and fucking Chief Keef written on the wall. Chief Keef, one of my favorite rappers, nigga. I've never drilled anybody in my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here for that necessarily. I might be here for a beat, nigga. I might be here for how this nigga said some shit. I think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think some people, especially with hip hop, it being such a young genre, like we barely just turned 50, and it's been here for so long. Just black art in general or black centric art, people are always gonna have their weird bad faith shit about it, and it's like suck a dick. Like honestly, like you know what I'm saying? Cause this shit don't make any sense. Like bro, niggas be in the crib listening to Megadeth. The band's name is Megadeth, nigga. Like what?
Like a large death.
Yeah, Megadeth, nigga. Like you know, and nobody gives a fuck about questioning them niggas. So why the fuck isn't when you see two dark ass niggas on y'all TV screen and y'all fucking YouTube screen or whatever the fuck, y'all want to have all these questions about like, did he go to school? Did he do this? Did he do that? Did he do this? And it's like, yo, personally, the people who know me personally know that I be giving a fuck, and that's all that matters for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not harming nobody. I'm not fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm not pulling out the big guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, nigga, my neighbors love me. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and you mentioned, Lord Rod, you mentioned, you know, you think about the community a lot, like, you know, Phoenix in general.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
do you want to talk a little bit about, you know, how you have been involved, I guess, in the community?
It's gonna be weird to say no, cause like it'll
Okay.
just feel like very masturbatory, but like.
Facts.
But like mostly like this is part of it as well, like just providing like very genuine thought out art that like involves the city in its core, because like
Yeah.
like very early on, like it was kind of like a thing like for people to be embarrassed of being from here and like making
Okay.
art here and like putting that out as like a fact, like yo, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, like, and I release rap music and I rap about where I'm from and talk about my own block, like so. Just having pride and like talking to just kids in my community. Like I live right next to my high school and shit, so it's like I see a bunch of kids just in my apartment complex that go to my high school, like that I used to go to and shit, and they'll ask me all the time about like music, cause like they'll find out some way or another that I make music, like either by like seeing a bunch of people that go to my crib and they're like, oh, what do you do? Like being nosy kids and shit. Like I rap, bro. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
for real? Like, it's so cool. So like that is also part of it. Yeah, just not doing sucker shit. I feel like it's the best thing you could ever do from like,
Yeah.
just release good art and stop doing sucker shit. It'll do a lot for you.
When the fact people know you. I was interviewing this guy, Black Shot, shout out Black Shot, and he was saying like, he was talking about how a lot of people, or there's a lot of artists that are only like internet artists, like they don't really think
Yeah.
about getting out in their community or, you know, performing. And he said this thing which kind of stuck with me. He's like, does anyone in your neighborhood know that you rap, right?
Nobody's outside.
Yeah.
Nobody's promoting their stuff. They're just online on Facebook, and they think that's gonna help them win. And it's like nobody knows who you are.
Yeah.
You know, you got your little followers that you probably pay for online, and it's not really that active. But if you was actually outside in your neighborhood, like how many people in your apartment complex know you do music or even know you?
Exactly.
And basically like alluding to, there's some people out there like, yeah, their next door neighbor doesn't know they make music. You know what I mean?
Like shit, my manager at my job will know that I rap. Like I'll tell bro, like, hey, look, like when I call out, I'll be like very honest. You know what I mean? Like I have a show, and like, yeah, I'm doing that. So like, I've lost jobs over that. Like I don't know, like this is my primary thing, and like I don't see like music as like a job necessarily, but like it's my sole responsibility. You know, like it's something I'm good at, and music has taken care of me in so many like damn ways. It kind of be a shame to not bring it up. It's like if you was married to like Kelly Rowland and like you just didn't tell nobody. You know what I mean? Like you just never told the homies like, yeah, like I'm going home to Kelly Rowland. Like I'm like, bro, I'm nasty at this shit. I go crazy. I'm fired. Like I've been doing this shit, and it's like I know a lot of talented people, so it's like yeah, I'm gonna get with other talented people. Be like, yo, we make fire. We should let other people know that the city's making fire. Like,
Yeah.
you got to, yeah.
Can I speak on this too?
Yeah.
I think also because like folks is so hyper grinded by capitalism. Like, not to bust out like the big C words and the big P words, but you know what I'm saying? Niggas is so hyper grinded that it's like we forget that the communities that we started from, like being an artist was a valuable piece to the puzzle. Like, if I think about like the home country my parents come from, Senegal, this whole like niggas whose job is basically making songs. Like the original rappers were called griots. You feel me? Griots were literally people who told stories about families and their entire lineage and like what they come from, what their future might look like. You know what I'm saying? So this is a very important thing that we're doing, even in the nature of us chilling. Mind you, like we work regular jobs. We are normal ass niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we offer something of value by being here already, first and foremost. And then second, we create art about where we're from. Like, even we had that interlude on the first record that we did where it's like, yeah, we just seen your baby mom's on 27th in Indian School. You better come get her.
You know what it is, my nigga. Just see somebody's baby moms on 27th Ave at Indian School, bro. That's atrocious, man, but it's beautiful outside. Come get it, man. It's beautiful out.
If you're not from this state, you will never understand that.
How horrible of a location that is, bro. Like, to catch your baby. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm like, think of the block where all that action happens where you from, and that's 27th Ave in Indian School. Like, the block that everyone forgot about.
And like, and speaking on it even deep, like, mind you, like there was a time period in my life where I was like a real like inside ass nigga. Like I only like, mind you, like me and bro really only started kicking it like right before COVID type shit. So you think about that. I used to be a really inside ass nigga, like just not go outside or do nothing. Yeah. And there are people that know me from that time period of my life through the internet, and they're in different states. Like I'm talking like this niggas in Florida, this niggas in New York, this niggas in fucking India that fuck with me. And it's like they're hearing these records, they're hearing about like a whole world that they don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that's valuable. I think that's a very valuable piece to add to the puzzle, especially like considering like we are like the 4th or 5th biggest city in the state, in the United States type shit. And it's like, yo, like where the regional rap at though? Like, and even like the fact that like we're just like people are just now starting to peep. It's not even because they don't want to. It's just because they don't know that it exists. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So even like cluing people into, yo, there's an art scene where you can actually express yourself. Yeah, and be who you want to fucking be, as opposed to like thinking like, oh, I live in a boring ass state. I don't do shit. I'm depressed. Like, it's not helpful. You know what I'm saying? Like, ideally you would want to get involved, and I think we do a really good job of pushing people in the right direction. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But then also, quick plug, I'm doing a workshop on environmental justice in April, and yeah, pull up. It's about the housing crisis in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Fucking corporations really fucking the game up out here in terms of like being able to have a home. Yeah. Like 1 in 5 homes, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make a song about it. It's gonna be amazing. Just want to throw that out there. We really do this.
Yeah, I like a lot of what you said resonates with me, and I agree 100%. And what, like, I can't remember exactly what you said, but my takeaway was like how important art is, right? So you're saying like how, you know, what you do is important, and I agree 100%. I read like a line a long time ago, something like, science tells us, you know, how things work, but art is, you know, tells us, it's the closest thing we can get to expressing what all of this means, you know, and that's going to mean something different to everyone. But that's, you know, that quote stuck with me. And then another thing that you said, a lot of people aren't aware of what you're doing. I was definitely one of them in this sense, right? So I've lived in Arizona for 12 years now. I only started like looking out for the local scene like in December of this year. Crazy. And so I would go to a lot of shows, mostly nationwide artists, and even then I was like, wow, these are the people that like the music I like, because I don't know anyone in real life that listens to JPEG Mafia or, you know, some of the shows. Right. Yeah, I was going to, so it was always like, wow, so these are the other weirdos, and
it's valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it wasn't until going to Trill where like I'd say, okay, Unorthodox is opening up for, Blue, like Blue and Exile.
Fucking legend, yeah. We fuck with them, yeah.
So I would have little glimpses like of an opener.
Yeah.
Or there's another guy that opened up for, or no, like I went to a Merce, Merce and
legend as well, yeah.
Mega Ran opened for him. So those are my only glimpses into the local community. So you're spot on. There are folks that are nerds about this stuff, but they just aren't aware.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like one of the best kept secrets as far as like rap goes. Like,
yeah,
I feel like Phoenix for sure. Well, shit, Arizona in general, yeah. Like we got crazy rap talent. Like,
nigga, we got classics, like
classic
albums,
shits, like going on.
Like it's albums from artists out here that like are in my regular rotation, alongside the artists that I fuck with that's like popping or the legends, like in the same rotation. Some nigga that I know personally has made an album that means a lot to me, and I can say that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and that feels good to even be able to like add to that sonic lineage. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is what's not to like about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and that's how it is. So my girlfriend and I, we're always listening to music, and I'll be playing something like at home or in the car, and it'll be something of yours, right? And she'll be like, "I like this. What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, this is Had to Work by Gorgeous Hefe."
It's never been a flunky coming from the land of the junkies. Oh.
Quick little plug.
Hey, yeah, shout out my nigga Christ. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Claypool. You feel me?
But So I'm the same. Yeah, you guys have definitely made it into my. Not my local playlist, but my general playlist. You know what I mean?
We appreciate that shit for real. Like,
for real, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
For real. Like that shit means a lot, especially like, you know what I'm saying? Like, them the homies, by the way. Like Christ the Giant and Claypool, them the homies. They really showed me a lot of love. I was in New York a couple months ago, like in November when we did that shit, and yeah, like I rock with them the long way. And that's even like the fact that they wanted to fuck with me, and they're from the home of hip hop. Like my nigga Christ is from Bronx, bro. Like that's the place that created this culture that even has us sitting down doing this fucking interview. You know what I'm saying? Like this wall says hip hop on it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of love out here. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
we love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, so as far as your love and like knowledge of hip hop, so. Was it February or January? I can't remember, but I was at First Friday, and I was talking to Unorthodox that same day, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be recording later. Do you want to stop by?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be at First Friday. Just text me, when it's a good time to show up." And it worked out. I showed up at Recco's house, and I got to be a fly on the wall and watch y'all recording.
All my niggas make moves and make movies. Pocket same hue as Kale Smoothies. Keep the place grooving.
One of the more interesting things to me wasn't even when you're recording. It was like listening to the banter that you all had when you're talking about. You had these anecdotes, right? And so like, I think it was you. It could have been someone else, but someone on the spot sort of changed like what they had planned for the verse, and they're like, "I don't want this to be like the 4-3-2-1 LL Cannabis." Situation, right?
That was definitely bro.
This is funny. That story's fucking hilarious. Like that nigga, they both did it to themselves. That shit's hilarious.
So for those who don't know that story, so Cannabis was an up and coming rapper. He was featured on one of his favorite rappers' song, LL Cool J, and Cannabis asked.
Both legends, by the way. Both.
And L has that tattoo of a mic on his arm. He's like, "Hey, is that a mic on your arm? Can I borrow that?"
Where the squad at? L, is that a mic on your arm? Let me borrow that.
LL on his verse, he says like, "You don't want to borrow that, you want to idolize it."
To a time bomb. You don't want to borrow that. You want to idolize, and you don't want to make me mad.
Then he asked Cannabis to change his lyrics or whatever.
I said change that part about the mic on your verse, right? And it won't pertain to you.
Hearing you guys, like just the fact that you're younger and you know those stories, right? That's exciting to me.
Like, bro's a treasure trove of just rap information, and is very appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be learning a lot just having conversations with him in between, like making shit. So, yeah, like, this the guy to listen to.
Yeah, because I fuck with this hip hop shit, dumb tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause also I like I have an addiction to consuming information. Like
too,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, my screen time be up if I'm on Wikipedia. I'm gonna just say that. Like, but yeah, when I
And then also that evening when I was watching y'all record Lord Raw, I don't know why, I don't know why, but this line, like, I just kept saying this line in my head. But you're like, I'm Def Jux undercover, and I'm like, oh,
I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm Def Jux undercover. The self-doubt is yam smothered. I'm sharp thinking outside the box cutters.
he knows Def Jux, right? And so just seeing the little references or whatever from you all that evening, it was very exciting to me. You don't have to be. You could be a great rapper and not know the history of it. That's fine, whatever. I'm a type of person, like, when I bought an Oculus VR headset, I bought there's a book about the history of Oculus or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Like, I want to know, like, this thing that I appreciate. Why does this exist?
Exactly.
What came before it, and what's the history of it? And so I very much resonate to people who do want to, or connect with people who do want to understand sort of the history of it.
We just talked about that before we actually got here, just because like I've seen so many like terrible like takes lately, like around like hip hop and just like beat production and like what legacy means inside hip hop, and it's coming from like people around our age, and there's definitely a lack of like understanding and history that's informing people's misinformation about like certain people. So like of course, like it's like before you learn about like your grandparents having a life, and then like you realize like, oh, grandma lived in France for 6 months when she was 22. Like, makes you just look at them differently. And it's like when you start to understand like hip hop and like why things work, like when you look at the wiring of this shit, you begin to appreciate and realize like what is fugazi. You know what I mean? Like what can be left behind and like what we don't need to focus on right now. Like basically like what is real hip hop, what is real rap shit. Like
yeah.
Even to add to that too, like learning about like just in general, like in music, like nigga, we find out shit about like Quincy Jones every fucking day, and it's like that nigga is just a wild ass nigga, bro. But it feels good knowing that, because it's like, hey, I want to be great at this music shit, you know, and just to know that these are like regular ass motherfucking people, like it's we have like just a plethora of shit that we can like look back on and be like, yo, damn, I can draw from this influence, draw from this influence, draw from this influence, and not feel wild about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was really fucking with like when Genius was doing like those like behind the music joints and shit like that, because it like hearing like the dots be connected on certain things, and like again, like I said, the term sonic lineage, like being able to like trace that back and find whole different worlds of this shit, man. Like music is a beautiful fucking thing. You feel me?
Nah, for real, like,
yeah.
Shit, like that. Not to get too like overly poetic, but just to like end on this, like, you ain't never gonna know where you going if you don't know where you came from. Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard to find a destination when you ain't said it a long time ago, and like, even that whole conversation that was happening like a few months ago, the whole like, oh, hip hop is dead. That came from that. Hip hop has went through like many recessions. Like as an industry and as like an art form, it's been in like, this is just one of the many, you know what I mean? So it's like hearing those conversations was so funny, because like, yeah, there's a few billionaires that are feeling like millionaires now, but for the most part, hip hop is perfectly fine. The underground still exists. Like, that's one of the greatest things about the underground is like, it's untouchable.
Yeah.
Until you choose to take the bag, like it's literally still, the underground will never change.
Yeah.
The people change. Like,
even like niggas was saying like just to add to this, because we could do this all fucking day, but you know what I'm saying? Like niggas was saying hip hop died back in 2007, like when Soulja Boy came out. Niggas was saying Soulja Boy killed hip hop, and it's like, yo,
they said it died before that.
Yeah, they said it died like the year before that shit. Like
3 years before that.
They been saying that shit, and it's like, yo, like without, you know, big shout out to Big Draco, you know what I'm saying? Like without him, nigga, we would probably still be making music, but like it would be very hard to find. Like even the fact that we have a whole streaming economy, indirectly he's responsible for that, for even like putting his music up on SoundClick back in 04, 05. You know what I'm saying?
And a website, bro.
It's just that, yeah, like it always looks dark before the sun comes out. So, you know, it could look really ugly for a little bit, and then like it's new stars popping out every fucking day. Like niggas just niggas just enjoy being mad as fuck for no reason. That's really what it be. In history and life, niggas just enjoy being mad as fuck for no reason. And that's just the human brain.
Yeah. I find I'm kind of thinking out loud here, but when people say like, "Oh, hip hop is dead," or this thing I don't like, you know, it's just not the same. I find more often it seems like someone is really conveying that life is not exactly the way it was when I was 16 years old, and now it's so different, and I don't like it, right?
Yeah.
Because I've been able to find like hip hop that I like every single year of my life, right? I do have to go out and search for it sometimes, and sometimes it is difficult to find. But yeah, like I don't see the same issues that other people talk about, right?
Niggas need to go through my SoundCloud likes and then come back to me, tell me if hip hop's dead.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, they're.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and a lot of the crazy thing is too. There's a lot of, you know, whatever you want to call it, like you could call it golden era, you know, MCs or whatever. But like Chino XL, right?
The complex that rips and wrecks your confidence, creates paranoia inside of your mind when you.
I met him at Trill last year. He still makes music, and regardless of whatever your idea of like authentic or, you know, golden era hip hop is, a lot of those artists are actually still making music, but people aren't really checking for it. You know what I mean?
Not for real.
You're a homie producer for MC8, right?
Yeah,
like, Dumb recently.
My homie Ferran, like he just produced for MC. I actually listened to that project. This shit fire. Like y'all should go check that shit out. But shit, like, and I think a lot of people, like those same people, like you just said, like, oh, this isn't the same from when I was 15. It's like it is though, because like when you go back and you listen to like. I listen to like what my uncles listen to type shit, like, and my mom, she had me like very young, and it's like so she would play me like a young woman's playlist of music. So I'm sitting here listening to Scarface and shit, like. So who's to say like what I choose to bump is so wrong? Like Wayne is so wrong now, like, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's not exactly fucking this shit, you know what I mean?
You have descendants of the shit that y'all fuck with, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So I fucked with like the SoundCloud era because it's like, it's funny you mentioned Wayne, like the SoundCloud era was so dope and everybody slept on it because we all saw people with like dyed dreadlocks and shit like that, and some niggas who couldn't fucking rap, but you know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, it would be like 4 or 5 niggas on a song who are influenced by Lil Wayne or all influenced by Gucci or all influenced by Chief Keef, but they all sound different. That's just hip hop, nigga. And even in that, like, that fact that artists are still making albums. Fucking Roy Ayers dropped the album last year. So what's up with y'all niggas, man? Like, open your fucking ears. Take the wax out.
Yeah. And sometimes too, I wonder, is it just a different? So like, when I was a kid, it was an investment to listen to new music. You know, like I had to save money, $12 or whatever. Ask my mom to drive me to Best Buy, and then, you know, I would go in the CD aisle and I would like find it, and then like I'm on the way home, I don't have a CD player in the car, so unwrap it, look at the booklet or whatever. I wonder what these songs sound like. I've only heard 2 of them. I wonder what and so it was almost like I really wanted to enjoy it,
right?
Because I invested my money into it and everything, and now it's just like there's so much music that people are like, I don't like they don't have that same sort of investment. I don't know. Does that make any sense to you?
No, that demo is dying, by the way, too. Like they hold a lot of weight in the streaming age, but like that the casual listener is a dying breed, because like the more expensive this art shit gets and less artist gets paid, the more those type people have to make a choice.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like us, it's easy for me to think about, like, yeah, I'm gonna drop 20 on this project to have that experience. Like, yeah, I get the booklet, it comes with the case, the cover's cool as fuck. I can like take this out and hang it up because it means something to us. Like, so, and that's why like casual listeners will never get those like aspects of that where it's like, oh, why are they asking for more than a fraction of a penny? And it's because music should mean something, art should mean something. So it's like, for it to be, if you keep getting like vapid shit in return, it can only be like the industry's problem. So like if the art is not good, like why would I pay $20 for this, bro? Like it's not even that great of a project. Only like 5 songs on here, bro. Only playlisted 5 of these shits. It's mainly because like, bro, his label probably cut a lot of the budget for this project based around that same logic y'all had for the last 3 projects. Yeah. So now everyone's thinking like, yeah, he can only like clear us this many units based off of streaming. So now we're gonna lessen the potential impact of this project to save ourselves some bucks based around metrics that we came up with. So it's like they have the listener punishing themselves for the sins of greed. Like, I don't know if any of what I'm saying makes sense. It's just the truth type shit. Like,
it definitely does, yeah.
But
metrics that change every year, algorithms that change every 6 months,
change every day. Change every day, bro. Like, I remember when I used to be heavy on that, and I'll get back on track. But when I used to be heavy on wanting to stay on algorithm trends and shit, especially for Instagram, I was keeping up with a page that would update about different things that are going on at the headquarters and shit, or just different things they were implementing that they saw that could be useful for marketing. And literally there would be 5 posts a day about the same feature and how to use it different ways. And it's at that point, I know plenty of people that like my music, and if I came out with a CD and just told them I had a CD, they would try to purchase the CD.
Yeah.
It's not I don't gotta do too many I don't plan on staying in my room. You know what I mean? I'm going outside at one point, so it's if I have the stuff on me, they'll buy it.
Yeah.
People hear this shit, you know what I mean?
Especially and I think we in an interesting era, I think, where people are kind of getting disillusioned with fast food music. I hate to say it like that, but folks getting very disillusioned with that, to where it's even us doing a record and dropping t-shirts and shit, we ain't even dropped physicals yet, but the fact that people really rock with that's what people are people still listen to music the way that they listen to music. It's just the nature of just the illusion of choice and just being smack left, right, center with every fucking thing. That's it's a little bit overwhelming, to where a CD is damn near rare, so it's okay, this person gives a fuck. This isn't just some shit that was slapped together real quick and put out to the masses. So a CD, yeah, bet I'll buy it. I know that because I'll be buying CDs still.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Also, March 15, 2024 was one of the greatest days of hip hop. I just want to throw that out there.
March 15, 2024.
Before
I do wanted to say one thing.
Oh yeah,
because I want to go back to one thing you said real quick. You talked about I don't want to spend $20 on this or whatever, but the other thing that I think about is people are spending $9 on a burrito and then $11 to have it shipped, DoorDash or whatever.
Yeah.
So they'll spend $20 on some fast food or whatever, but they think $20 for something that
my thoughts.
Spent so much time creating.
Thoughts, memories.
We spent 2 hours on this shit.
Yeah.
This album cost, bro. The average cost of I want everyone to just humble themselves real quick. If you're a listener and you have that opinion, just Google the average cost of a major label project, and then think about how that is for an independent artist to do those, to implement those same things. I'm talking about cover art, hiring somebody to engineer this shit, hiring somebody for those beats, paying yourself because that counts, fucking having a PR team because again, as an independent artist,
your own PR team,
all these fucking things. I'm it's because niggas will pay for a Gucci shirt, bro. By the 3rd wash, that shirt is literally not the same. You would have to take it to a dry cleaner, and all I'm asking you to do is keep a CD safe. You don't even gotta unwrap that motherfucker. You could resell this bitch if you wanted to, for real. You could pay for a $20 CD in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? God forbid. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is gone up out of here.
God forbid.
Art never benefits the artist. That's be the most frustrating part about the conversation. Niggas love to treat us like we greedy for wanting to get paid for something I spent 2 years on,
right?
And then I'm doing this again.
Yeah.
Even it's kind of a tangent, but even on Akata, I was making 3 projects while Akata was getting finished. And only 1 out of those 3 is done now and ready to go. Did this in the living room of my grandma's crib by myself for the most part, and I don't say that to because that was self-inflicted. I wanted to intentionally do it by myself, so it's not some one man out here by myself type shit. But
yeah,
it's difficult work, and I'm only asking for $20.
Right? Yeah.
It's only $20, bro. Burrito take a couple minutes slapped together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm someone that buys music, so I'll, if I can buy it, I will. Unorthodox sent me a new project that they just dropped on Bandcamp. March, I think it's called March something.
That shit fire. The March Madness
March
shit?
Madness,
Yeah. That shit
For the critics and the cynics, steady spitting, it's acidic. Pretty women want.
I purchased that yesterday, so yeah, I'm definitely, I support, as much as I can. Before I forget, though, you did say a specific date, March 15th. What's the relevance of that?
Dirty Nachos.
Yeah, the new Sosa just dropped. Mike just dropped, and Germ just dropped.
Okay.
That was a crazy ass day.
Like,
some crazy shit.
Some other niggas dropped too. Like a bunch of people dropped all on the same fucking day. It was just a good day. Like
this month, March 15th.
Yeah, literally just a couple weeks, less than 2 weeks ago, for real. Like, and yeah, I just want to also just like add to bro point. Like niggas are like whole like rapping about like life experiences and shit, like deep traumas, very, very prescient triumphs that's really happening and shit like that. Niggas talking about they dead homies on records and fucking family members and shit. Nigga, I'm not asking for too much, bro, because this shit goes straight to my rent. You know what I'm saying?
Like motherfuckers want the diary cracked open but will not pay $5. They're like, tell us everything about yourself for fucking 3 cents right now. And I'm like,
they just feel wild voyeuristic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's real. Like it's just it just get real uncomfortable because it's like I like people, I just don't like how they react. Like, yeah, because I get where that attitude comes from. Like, it's not even the consumer's fault. It's literally like just the perception that's been made of an artist. Like, because I wouldn't want to pay somebody I perceive to be like complaining, either. Like, bro, there's like certain athletes and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? This person, we'll hear about them having like the craziest contract ever. And then like 6 months into them like actually like being on the field, there's like a lot of problems with like coaching staff and things of that nature. And it's like dollars don't always equal like comfortability either. So it's like the situation might look good monetarily, but like they're whooping my ass in practice, or like they have me in the studio all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, I've made millions of dollars, but at the cost of like being what I was supposed to be, and I hate it. Like, and I'm not saying that's not my situation at all, and I wouldn't let it be. But that is a reality that there's a lot of realities that people have to be like very in tune with.
Yeah. Which
is why I employ people. I be daring people a lot to like stand on the shit they be talking about before they talk some shit. Like just before, you know what I'm saying, you complain about the artist, dude. Just try to make a song real quick and try to make some money off the song real quick. Like, set a little goal. Set like a $25 marker. See how long it takes you to make $25 off your one song. And then if you feel like it was a breeze, bro, come back and complain.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, but just try it first. That's all I'm saying.
I have a bad habit of reading comments too much. I don't do it as much, but I would like read the comments of some of my favorite artists that post something, and like just the amount of complaints are like, you know what, you need to do this and you should have done that. And then and I would sometimes go to their Facebook page and they're like living in Alabama and like nothing wrong with them. It's like a they look like they're still using a Nokia phone, and it's like the quality of their image. It's just like, dude, like how did you come up with this advice? Like, what are you doing?
I will say for me personally, this is me. This is Traylon Lord Rob Frazier. Don't speak on me, bro, and you dirty. That's just one thing. Is like, bro, if you have a film of filth about you, don't speak on anything I got going on, bro. Please.
Too. Like, nah, niggas be skid marked up. You know what I'm saying? On the internet, talking fucking spicy as hell, bro. And it's like, nigga, if you don't feed your fucking kids, if you don't start a fucking family, nigga, like, if you don't get that 401k popping, bitch ass nigga, like, yo, like,
take your old ass, go put in a bet on FanDuel, nigga. Go calm down, bro, before you pop a blood vessel around this motherfucking dog. Like,
yeah,
this be whole ass. I ain't even gonna say that shit. I was about to. I'm about to allude to niggas' health.
This is why we don't do a podcast. Like,
nah.
This is why.
Like, nigga, take care of that herniated disc. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I imagine sometimes they're like probably on the couch and their kids are asking for their attention. Like, no, I'm busy right now. Like, just like commenting on this, right?
I'm harassing Kendrick Lamar right now.
No, I have to call him the N-word.
I'm hungry, Dad.
No dino nuggets and talk on the N-word. Oh my god! Like, bro, really sat there. Was like, no, it's the Haram Boys. I'm like, big dog. Do you like the cover? Our homie Ken spent a lot of time on it. It's a picture of the homie's like grandfather and shit.
Yeah, it's my granddad, nigga. Like,
so it's like, bro, do you like the image, bro? Damn, like you act like we posted, like he act like we posted like a fucking photo from inside Magic City, and we're like, we the Halal Boys, yeah, like.
Inside of Jaguars.
Yeah, like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, bro, act like I had the nipples out or something. Like, bro, it was a very wholesome post. Like, I was not. Yeah, baby oil down or something. Like, I'm D'Angelo.
Niggas acting like we Creflo and shit. That's the problem, is that you invoke any religious thing, but then also like, yeah, nigga, we getting money, or like, yeah, nigga, shorty slurp me, and then it's like niggas start treating you like you fucking Creflo Dollar, and it's like, no, nigga, I'm not your idol. I'm not your savior. I'm just a nigga. I'm just a person. Like,
yeah,
person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they hear the pop in the mic when I say that. Like,
well, yeah, no, but also it goes to show, like, say, like, does someone want you to project something that you're really not because it makes them more comfortable? Or, you know, like, it's very odd, right?
Nah, niggas was definitely niggas would love it if we got on them records like daishiki, freaky spiritual rapping, like real shit. Like,
niggas they really want us to be common. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and that's just not how my life went.
I've been seeing that with Jay Dilla, like, since his death. And mind you, like, the nigga died when I was 6, so like maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but like in terms of like who people think Jay Dilla is versus who he actually was as a human being are completely different things, because it's like, well, he produced for Erykah Badu, he produced for Common, he produced for all of these artists who, you know, are kind of on this specific wavelength. But if you listen to a Jay Dilla record, that was a nigga from fucking Detroit who went to the strip club, bro. Like, and I think, especially with hip hop, like, and I think this is because of like backwash from the 80s in terms of like the separation between like gangster rap and like the Daisy Age and shit like that. Yeah. Folks feel like this shit exists on like a dichotomy, and it doesn't. Like, this is not like a two-faced thing. Like, niggas ain't just all conscious or all gangster. It's like, nah, this is just experience. You know what I'm saying? And like, shit comes with ebbs and flows. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too platitudinal with it, but it's like there's different levels and layers to this experience that we're having because it's very unique. So don't come to us expecting fucking just open your chakras, bro. Like, don't come expecting that.
No, bro. Like, I've met terrible spiritual people, and I've met wonderful women that strip.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
like great mothers, like genuinely good people, like, you know what I mean, like that do sex work and shit, and it's like, it's kind of like, it just says a lot to me about a person that would judge somebody that does involve themselves in spaces like that, or like just in general, like I've talked about, you know what I'm saying, like having family members that sold drugs and shit, and like, yeah, if like you're gonna judge me for not basically being a monolith of like, for not being like the Winslows, you know what I'm saying? Like,
niggas was cops, nigga. Like,
you know like,
niggas was a cop.
I didn't grow up with Carl Winslow in my career, bro. Like, my uncle was a blood. Like,
yeah,
I was in houses that have gotten shot, bro. Like, not to like paint a sad ass story. It just happened.
Niggas was in trap houses doing homework. Like,
the like, same way like you had like camp, nigga. Like, there was I had like up at Grand Canyon, or up at Little Canyon Park. They had when I was a kid, they used to have like basically like a community basketball team. That was like the closest I ever got to like some summer camp, feeling like the kids in the community were together type shit. It was through programs like that. So it was like, there's just a lot of shit niggas wouldn't get. Like, again, like, I'm not saying like, go live in poverty if you want to understand this, but it's like there's some things you would just have to try to understand, and there's some things I guess you just will never. And
it's laziness. Yeah, I see that as a lot of laziness. I feel like people, they have a frame of reference for everything, and so they see something and they're like, hey, this doesn't fit my frame of reference for this thing.
Exactly.
So either my frame of reference is incorrect and I have some growing and evolving to do, or you're doing this thing incorrectly. And you know what I mean?
Bro, you even a rapper, bro? Where's your chains, bro?
I remember.
Where's the lean, bro? Where the bitches, bro? Like,
no cap.
I would always see these posts about like, it'd be like pictures of like, I don't know, NWA or Ice Cube or something like that, and they'd be like, this is what hip hop used to be. And it's like, no, it's this, and it shows like, you know, Migos or Young Thug or something wearing tight
Right.
pants. So like, what happened? But then it's like, well, have you seen the Dr. Dre pre NWA? Right, he's in this flashy
His lips
clothes.
were glossy.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
you have no idea what we're talking about. Like it's been in all these places already,
And
right?
then it's like all this shit Ice Cube was actually rapping about. Nigga, Young Thug was actually living. We seen that Rico case.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah,
If anything, that
exactly.
dress is to distract you, dumbass niggas.
He literally
You know what
said
I'm
that
saying?
on the
Like,
project. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even the biggest fan of that Jeffrey project, bro, but like he laid it out. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Put on the dress, I had the stick. Like,
Yeah, like it's just like, bro, and it's like, and deeper than that, like the people that really like, you know, we can get off all this bullshit, this quasi homophobic bullshit about like niggas wearing tight pants or wearing a dress, but it's like you niggas worship Prince, you niggas worship Rick James, bro, nigga, like if. Nigga, this would not exist without Lil Richard. So y'all need to shut up. It's Trans Day of Visibility in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
real talk.
What was the so this is a question I meant to ask earlier, but I forgot. What was the very first song that you all created together?
It might have. It was that. No, I think it was like the first few records I had featured on for his project. Don't Touch My Do-Rag.
Okay.
And
no,
then-
we got some earlier shit even. We got some
We got
shit
shit
with,
earlier than that.
We got some shit with Apex Alex.
Yeah, word. See, look, this is why. Yeah, if y'all didn't know, like, we got another project coming, and like a good chunk of it was built off the back of like records that we just forgot to put on Koofy Conversations, and it'd be like this though, like it'd be like, yo, you remember that one song? Like he'll just bring it up to me, and I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? And he'll play me some of the best shit I've ever heard that I'm a part of somehow from like 5 months ago, and I'm like, oh fuck, okay, like so that's on the project, nigga, like word.
I think like yeah, like so the earliest shit, like, and this is when we really started kicking it, was actually when I met my homie, my boy, this nigga like my lifeblood, my nigga Apex Alex, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, low key, it was like the first time we had linked up. I was in a group called Cactus Crew at the time, and bro was there with his label at the time and shit, and we was all we had all linked up at Alex's crib, so it was like 8 niggas in a room. You know what I'm saying? And like we had made a couple joints. They were pretty butt, I'm not even gonna hold you. And then like this shit was fugly, nigga. It was working, it was growing pains, you know what I'm saying? But I think we did like a couple joints when we was like first like really kicking shit like during like COVID days that were again like growing pains, and they weren't really like serious songs. It was just in the nature of being around and like making music. But yeah, I think like the first serious shit that we made for real was this shit called it's called Training Day on my project Don't Touch My Do-Rag. The project came out like 2 years ago, but the song we recorded was in 2020. So
oh wow,
yeah, it was like just like a USB mic rap over not the sample snitch, but it's over a Commodore sample, you know what I'm saying? We was just running it up. It was fire. Like, but this is before like all the Halal Boy shit really like started like getting together and shit.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say like I would say like the official first Halal Boy song was Bro Boys in Belgium. Like that was like the first intentional like, yo, we got a thing going, let's make a song type shit.
I don't know if this question will make sense. Let me take a stab at it. Is there a difference between a Law Boy song versus Lord Raw featuring Hefe or vice versa? Like, is there any difference, or is it no?
The labeling.
Yeah,
literally.
It's really just the labeling, like, cause I got him. This project won't drop for a while, but I got like Bro on like 2 tracks on a new project I'm working on, and to me, they always gonna. It's like if like Redman and Method Man made a song, like even if it's for like, oh, we just rapping, but it's still gonna feel like a Redman Method Man song. So it's like it feels the same with like Halal Boys. Like yeah, I just needed him on the feature, but ultimately it's gonna hit like a Halal Boy song.
Definitely. And like yeah, like if anybody's a fan of our work together and doesn't know that we make music separately, just know we got that. Yeah, first and foremost that, but then also like we got like again like on these next, because we got albums in plural that we're working on, you know what I'm saying, individually. And yeah, bro got features on my shit, he got features, or I got features on his shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like if you collect all the Pokemon is basically what I'm trying to get at. You know?
So, you know, people will watch this or listen to this having not heard your songs or your music yet. And something I like to ask is like, what's a great song for like it's gonna be different for everyone. I know it's a hard question to answer, but yeah. So for those that have not heard your music yet, I know I'd love an answer for each of you. What is a song that someone could check out as a great introduction to you?
Shit, that's a good introduction. Honestly, if you want to like get a good read on like on me, I would say just start track 1, like literally on my first tape. Fucking oh my god, bro, Stay Happy EP.
Classic.
But to be completely fair, I also believe you could just start with track 1 on Take the Edge Off, and like that'll do it as well.
In the land of David, trying to break the matrix with a sensei patience and a pen.
Okay.
Banger. Produced by Apex Alex, the motherfucking legend, right?
Motherfucking legend.
Yeah.
You got it right.
For me, fuck. Fuck.
Yeah.
I got so much
while you're thinking, I'll say have to work or
Had to work.
Had to work. I really like that. I'm not saying that's your answer, but while you're thinking of an answer, that's one I really enjoy. And then the first song off your EP, Hefe, where I didn't memorize the name of the EP, but it's the one that has like a black album.
Oh, you're talking about Stay Blessed, yeah.
Don't listen to no man. How the hell am I a grown man? Just don't learn about romance, but I know all about that.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah,
that song is fucking, bro. Big shout out to my nigga Zero in Central Florida. You know what I'm saying? We about to drop that Stay Blessed 2 whenever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take that shit to the studio, but we got demos. I think Victory Lap off of my Don't Touch My Durag tape.
I don't speak to humans, I be talking to them spirits. Last time I saw my auntie New Year's Eve, 2018, I'ma do great things.
Probably, because I made that beat, and like that's one of my favorite beats. And I mean, just in general, that project probably, but I think Victory Lap, because it's the intro, and like it's got like, it's just a really well put together song. Like that was when, because I don't really like write my raps down, like that was like my first like time like really like freestyling my songs and shit like that. So that's probably the best one. And I think for like if you were to listen to like Halal Boys, yeah, I think that was really the first one that came to my mind. Like Braille Boys, or like Let Life Be Good. There's that back and forth at the end. He made the beat, so I think that's like a good gestation of like what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then also I'll say check out Breathe In. Is it Breathe In or just Breathe?
Breathe In,
Breathe
out.
Yeah, Breathe In, Breathe Out. For me personally, I really like that song. Well, cool. Well, we're gonna get into like a little rap, verse type thing. But before we do that,
exclusive.
Anything you all would like to sort of plug or mention, whether it's like music coming out, music that just came out, performances, anything you want to plug?
Black Blues Brothers by the Halal Boys coming super soon.
Okay.
Drop a flex bomb on this.
You know what I'm saying?
I have to get those. I need to get those sound effects.
All types of shits. But yeah, like shit, we had just dropped some solo work at the top of the year, you know what I'm saying? I just came out with Akata in February.
Yeah, you guys have dropped a lot of stuff recently.
Be in the bag. I dropped that Stay Blessed in January, and then what the hell is the name? Pelly Pel Music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you want to plug also like new solo shit too? If they ready for that?
Yeah, I mean shit, cause I be ready to release music. It just be taking time. But like, yeah. So the next project, so I have an accompanying, like a sister project to Akata, pretty much called Kaza, which kind of explores like the matriarchal side of my making type shit. And I feel like Akata might have been like more so like from my dad's side of the family type shit. So keep 2 ears out for that type shit.
All right.
And I got this project called Limited Edition FM coming out soon.
Okay.
Produced by Fresco, aka Fujin, one of the greatest hip hop entities in this fucking state. You know what I'm saying? B-boy, rapper, producer, DJ, does all the fucking things.
All of it? Okay.
Yeah, the nigga's a legend. Like no gas in my tank. Like he produced the whole shit for me. He don't even got a single verse on the tape. He just produced for me because he fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? That shit's about to be fucking a smash. Also not produced, but hosted by DJ Rari, you know what I'm saying? So, we on it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, Lord Raw, Gorgeous Hefe.
Look, check, look. Lately I've been getting too involved. Baby, I've been getting too evolved. Baby, I've been getting too involved. Baby, I just might have to evolve.
Listen, young, black and independent. Phoenix, what I'm representing. Grinding hard for more than just a pension. This is off the top, this is off the head shit. Yeah, straight from the fucking temple. I'm the type of nigga to straight invade your mental. Nowadays it's my motherfucking rental. Living rent free in these niggas' mental apartment. Yeah, I go hard in the paint, dog. Already know I still make it rain, dog. But never in the fucking club. I feel like the master of weather the storm. Already know that a nigga coming through like the final four. Finna score, looking like I'm Jordan when he played for the motherfucking Wizards. Already know me and my partner rolling switches. That's Lord Raw, going Super Saiyan just like we go on. I could go on and on about how the flow switch, but right now I'm faded off the potent, so I'ma just stroll in like a motherfucking baby. Representing AZ till the day that I'm all up in the grave, G. From the cradle to the grave, a nigga still working like a slave, but I own my masters. Shit, right up on them bastards. Niggas know about us. Yeah, we them slackers up in the motherfucking slacks. Damn. Spitting hot crack, boy.
Was it short? Yeah, I think. Okay. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Extend the beat.
B said enough. Enough.
Extend the beat.
The beat said you're hurting me.
Extend it. Baby, I just gotta evolve.
Extend the beat. Look. Check it out, look. I write way more often than I'm just rapping, but motherfucker, this is still a damn passion. I just hop on the beat, get so passionate. Motherfucker, pass me the pen, I'm about to ash the shit. That mean it's smoking hot. That mean I like to rap. That mean I had to rock. Yeah, I invented rap. Shit, the nigga ain't gon' give it back. I get my own shit like the look, do my own shit like I'm Dillabad. That mean I produce the shit that you hearing, man. Fuck, hope you understand.
My boy produced the shit that you hearing, man. We the type of niggas make your fucking mind expand. This is just a black experience. Spiritual shit. Niggas could feel the kid until I came through looking like the damn man. Matter of fact, do the splits, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Right on the beat, cause a young nigga stunting. I don't really give a fuck because you know that it's hella hundreds up in my pocket. Damn, some niggas got the pocket rocket. I just got the fit, so please tell me if you want it. Plus I got a blade at the crib. I be feeling like Yasuke. Shout out my nigga Yasuke. I do this shit like all day. Shorty acting crazy like she Kanye. I'm like, damn, shorty, you gotta chill out. I might have to bust the grill out. Or the motherfucking Cuban link that's on my neck, that's on my chest. I rep fucking zen. My fucking self and my motherfucking Klizik. Yeah, like the Chronicles of Riddick. That's what my life feel like. This is real life. Yeah, shawty, you gotta feel me like a steel knife. Yeah, shit, rest in peace, Doom. Shit, been rapping since the womb to the tomb. Yeah. We some goons from the tomb. These niggas hating on me cause I'm true to the motherfucking game. Like TRU, the Miller Brothers. Yeah, fuck the undercover. You already know I'm that motherfucker. Yeah, we on it.
Yeah.
We on it.
Fire in the booth. No.
I didn't know what to do with it. Like once the beat stopped, I wasn't.